Hey y'all, so let's talk about proper breathing and core engagement real quick, because if you are not breathing properly, then a proper core engagement is not going to happen. So by definition, your core is the centermost of something, and the centermost of you are the muscles that are directly involved with breathing. So when you inhale, diaphragm lowers, pelvic floor supports from underneath, transverse abdominis is expanding and it gets its contraction. When you exhale, you've got some spinalis group muscles and of course some muscles in the rib cage that help to elevate it. But that's only at the end of a breath. So if you are doing any exercise where you're trying to be really intentful and you're paying attention to your breath or using your breath to help you in this exercise, go ahead and take one hand and put it on your chest and one hand and put it on your stomach and then inhale. And if this hand moves first, the breath is no good. You need to be breathing through the diaphragm. Think about when you had kids and you've got a newborn baby and he or she is sleeping on their back and you watch their little bellies rise and fall. Well, they breathe perfectly because they have not been taught to suck it in. They have not been taught that they need to, look a certain way or need to be skinnier, and they breathe perfect. And so we got to take a lesson from our newborns. So first, making sure that when you inhale, you breathe here first, through the belly. If you're not doing that, nothing that you do in your core exercises is going to work as well as it could, okay? Then if you want to narrow that down even a little bit more, then my next recommendation is going to be when you're laying on your back, do one hand above the belly button and one hand below the belly button. And you apply like a decent amount of pressure, okay? And then when you inhale, as you exhale, to know that your TA is working properly, or transverse abdominis, when you exhale, you want to feel the fingers below your belly button. You want to feel those muscles engage before above your belly button. So the reason for that, otherwise when the muscles that are up here above your belly button, really what that's telling you, if you feel those first, is that your obliques are taking over. But we really want to do everything that we can to practice our breathing and our core engagement and recruitments from the inside out. So inhaling first through the diaphragm, practicing that first, and then making sure, okay, let's hone in on that and make sure that we are engaging below the belly button before above the belly button, because that way we're making sure that the pelvic floor is engaging. Your diaphragm and your pelvic floor are best friends. You cannot use one without the other. So the idea of doing Kegels and you're not even breathing properly is basically, well, it's not gonna work. So I hope that helps, and I feel like I talked a lot. Okay, love you, bye.